Hi everybody, we're back this week with another great story. This week, the story is going to focus on opposites, and this is the sign for opposites. You know opposites, hot and cold, short and tall. So we're going to do many different opposites in this book with a character that you know already. You know Bear, right? So this book is called Big Bear, Small Mouse. So let's go over the animals first. And then when we're done, we're going to go over the opposites that we saw in the book. So the first animal I want to show you is mouse. You take your pointer finger and you go like that once on your nose, mouse. And that's supposed to show the tail of a mouse because it moves all around, mouse. The next sign is bear. Take your two hands, cross them, bear. Make a mean face if you wanted to, bear. But this bear's not mean, so we don't need a mean face. The next sign we're going to do is badger. I looked and looked for a sign for badger. The closest I could come was a sign for skunk, because a badger does have markings on its head similar to a skunk, so we're going to use that sign for skunk, which is a K, and we go over here. So you might see that sometimes for skunk too. The next sign is hare. Not this kind of hare, hare like a rabbit. And rabbits have big ears. So you take two fingers, your two hands like this, cross them and go like that for the ears of a bunny, rabbit, or a hare. Same sign for all three, hare. Then we have some birds that are going to be in this book. The first bird is a wren. And what we're going to use for that sign, because we could fingerspell it, W-R-E-N, but what we're going to use for that one that I found is bird brown, because a wren is a brown bird. Bird brown. There's another bird in this book, a raven, and that is a bird that's black. So we're going to use that for that bird. Bird black will be raven. Oh, we have another, I love this sign. This sign for owl, another bird. This bird does have a very particular sign. Two O's, and we go like that. Do you know why that's the sign for owl and why it's a good sign for owl? Right, owls have big eyes, owl. Then we have two other animals. Mole, it's gonna be put our thumbs together, put them under here, and then wiggle. Moles have big whiskers, moles. And then the last animal sign that's going to be in this book is the sign for gopher. And gophers are animals that dig and they have big teeth. So we're going to use the sign for gopher. Gopher. So again, there's a lot of animals and many opposites in this book. So be on the lookout for the opposites, and when we're finished, I'll show you the signs for all of them again. So the title of this book, the title is Big Bear, Small Mouse. And it's by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. And I'm sure you know some of the other books that have bear in them. He is a great character. Mouse hops onto bear. He is careful not to fall. Bear is big, big, big. Mouse is small, small, small. Small mouse, big bear. Bear and mouse both wave to their friends as they go past. Badger moseys slowly, but hare runs very fast. Slow badger, fast hare. Small mouse, big bear. What's that up above? There's a flutter in the sky. Wren is flying low, while owl is soaring high. There's a clatter in the glen. High owl, low wren. Slow badger, fast hare. Small mouse, big bear. Mole and gopher tunnel up and join the happy crowd. The sun sets on the quiet woods, but all the friends are loud. Quiet woods, loud friends. High owl, low wren. Slow badger, fast hare. Small mouse, big bear. Raven flies down from the sky. Look! Here comes a storm. Outside, it's getting wet and cold, but the lair is nice and warm. All together, gathered there, cold night, warm lair, quiet woods, loud friends, high owl, low wren, slow badger, fast hare, small mouse. Big bear! They're all safe inside. The end. So did you see all the opposites in that story? There were many to see, and all the animals too. So let's go over some of the opposites. We had big, and that's just you're showing the size of something. It's big. And the opposite is small. If something is really big, you go like that and put your arms all the way out. And if it's very teeny tiny, you even see how I'm moving my body in, you make it small. The mouse was very small. The next one we saw was slow and fast. Slow, you put your arm out and you go slow. See that? So you're showing how slow something is moving. And the sign for fast, this is a cool one. You put your hands like this, but put your thumb by your pointer, and then you flick up. Fast, quick. You see that? Fast. So slow, fast. The other next opposites we saw were high and low. We're going to take an H and show how high it is. And then we're going to take an L to show how low it is. And sometimes you might have to stand up to show how high something is. A giraffe's neck is very high. It would go up and up and up. But ants live on the ground and they're so low, right? Again, I'm using my whole body to show these signs. Quiet and loud. So quiet is almost like you're going like this. Quiet, right? Quiet. And even your voice needs to get quiet. But not for the next one. Loud. Point to your ears and go out like this. Loud, loud. Quiet, loud. The last opposites that we saw were cold and warm. Cold, like you're shivering, cold. And warm. You're going to take your hand. I call this a smushed up O. Put it by your chin and then just open it. Warm, warm. Sometimes you might think cold would go with hot. Let me show you the sign for hot. That's a C. You put it by your mouth and you push it out. Like if you were tasting soup and it's too hot. Ah, hot. So you could say cold, hot, or cold and warm. Either one. There were also some great signs in this story. For example, woods or forest, you would go like this, because that's a bunch of trees. And this is one tree, and a bunch of them all together would be the forest or woods. The sign for wet, wet. You would feel like the moisture or the drops of something wet. And we saw again the sign for friends. So there were a lot of animals. Let's see if you remember them. Mouse, good. Bear, great. Now I'm going to mix them up. Oh. Raven, very good. Mole. In the story, it was hare. Could be rabbit or bunny also. Badger. We use that for skunk as well. Wren. Owl. And one more. Gopher. Which is very similar to the sign for squirrel. But squirrels hold whatever they're eating in front of them and they do it like this, squirrel. So gopher makes me think of squirrel. I hope you liked this story as much as I did, and try to think of some more opposites. I'm going to try to think of some more too, because this is a great way to practice some sign language. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next week for another story. Bye, everybody.